My amazing, beautiful son saved one of his friends' lives, and I'm so proud of him. Family, did you know that women in Africa are twice as likely to have mental health issues than men? Did you know 1 in 4 people are dealing with, this is worldwide, dealing with mental health issues? Being young is tough. It's just a very, very difficult time of your life. And I feel for any young person that's going through it. And social media is such, oh my goodness gracious, social media is such a downer for people who are dealing with mental health issues. Family, how you guys doing? I just want to first thank you guys so much for the following. Oh my gosh. Aaron Dante Phillips. Family, how are you guys doing today? My name is Aaron Dante, and this is Straight Talk with Aaron Dante. And I just want to get to the point here. Usually I tell about how motivator I am, all this other stuff, but I just want to get to the point on this message. This is a message on mental health. What our children are dealing with right now is crazy. Like when we were growing up, yes, it was very stressful. We grew up very poor, but we never had to worry about cyber bullies. You know, people making these profiles about our children, making up these stories or putting all their business out there. Looking on social media right now, being a YouTuber, this isn't one of the safest places to be. There's a lot of trolls out there that come after you, and if you aren't mentally prepared to deal with all that, man, they'd make your life a living hell. My son, 2 days ago, texts me, 4 a.m., basically saying, "Dad, can I talk to you?" Comes in my room, gives me a hug, tells me that his friend, he just stopped his friend from committing suicide. Okay? Broke my heart to hear that. Whatever this boy is going through, I didn't know who he was. I never met him. My son told me I would never probably meet this boy, or he just wasn't in his circle of friends and whatnot. But the fact that my son had to, or actually not had to, but the fact that my son was there to save this boy's life, I'm so proud of him. So proud of him. It's just so sad. It's just a sad world where mental health isn't talked about more. I think about the countries that think mental health is taboo, meaning that they don't want their family. Like in the Philippines, if you have that crazy uncle that's certifiably crazy, he's labeled that way. Nobody wants him. He's a pariah. Same thing in China, same thing in India, same thing in Africa. It's the stigmatism that has to do with, goes back in the day about mental health. We used to treat our mental health issues like pariahs. They were thrown in the hospitals. No one really understood them or took the time to understand them. There's a lot of studies out there that talk about, like me, even myself. I'll give you an example. I've been dyslexic my whole life, and no one diagnosed me dyslexic until 6 or 7 years ago. So my whole life I had to deal with that. I had learning disabilities, okay? I had lisp and a bunch of other stuff that prevented me from advancing in education like I could have been, all right? But I was diagnosed at one time, even with the other stuff. A lot of our mental health issues we don't talk about. It's for a man to say he's stressed out, like really stressed out. You're thought of being weak. When you show your emotions, a man is thought of being weak, meek. Look at all those videos out there about how strong and determined and everything else that men are supposed to be. They give the examples that, weak men do this versus, strong men deal with their problems or suck it up. I hate that word. That's a bunch of bullshit. I cry. I recommend other men out there crying when they have, they just want to let it out. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm going to tell you right now, I have no problems with somebody making fun of me if it's helping me when I say I cry. No problem whatsoever. Make fun of me all you want. I don't care. It doesn't bother me a bit. Doesn't bother me a bit, not even that much. My son knows who I am. He knows that I'm tough. He knows that I have no problems letting people know how I feel if I disagree with them, or if I agree with them, show them that compassion, show them that love. No, nothing wrong with that. So what's wrong with this world? A lot of you individuals out there were like me, didn't love yourself. Now that has nothing to do or little to do with the mental health issues. Because what I see and what I'm reading about, because I'm reading more and more and more and more about mental health all over the world, because I have followers, I have subscribers all over the world. You know, in Kenya, they said that a quarter of the people in Kenya have had some traumatic mental health issues. A quarter. In the United States, it's one out of five in the United States. They actually, the things that they have to deal with, women all over the world typically are treated almost like second-class citizens all over the world. So for a woman to have to deal with some of the mental issues that they have to deal with, and then they have to take care of their family, and they have to take care of their, sometimes of the breadwinner, some of in a lot of families, especially here in the United States, there's a lot of mothers that are out there, the single parent mothers that are out there trying to raise their children by themselves. And you don't expect them to lose it every once in a while, or maybe they have those issues that come out. You've heard the stories. But going back to the social media is no freaking joke. No joke. The only reason why my children were allowed to be on social media is because it wasn't there. We didn't have social media. We didn't have all this stuff until they got older. But again, I'm going back to the fact that I'm so proud of my son and how he dealt with it. But family, here's the thing. Mental illness is not taboo. It's not a black mark on the family if they have a person, or you know of a person that's going through it, that has mental illness, if they're bipolar, if they're schizophrenic. It's not the end of the world. There's medication out there, but more than that, we need therapy. You need understanding of mental health. We need to make mental health one of the top issues that we deal with next to poverty. Poverty and mental health go hand in hand. Poverty, being poor, and mental health go hand in hand. Because what most of the poor people, most of the people that you see on the street, they're not rich. But we throw them aside. We cast them away. There's somebody else's problem. You go to your house. I'm the same way. There's homeless people that live, miles, a few miles from me, encampments and whatnot here in the United States, and I drive by them every day. And what do? Pray, say, man, I wish I could do this, I wish I could do that. What I'm telling you right now, if that you have the ability to reach out to someone like my son did and save their lives, do it. And maybe it's just a word, maybe it's just some education, maybe it's just you saying, you know what, are you okay? Really, are you okay? Because a lot of times we say, are we okay? But we're expecting someone to say, yeah, I'm good. And then you move out your business. A lot of times I say, are you sure? Because you don't sound good. And then we talk about it. But ladies, men, the children that are out there, know that it's not okay to feel like there's no one there out there for you and there's no one that cares about you. It's not okay. We have to care more, family. If that sounds weak, I'm sorry, then I'm a weak man. But we have to care for each other more. We have to do more. And here's the thing. I want you guys, hit me up on Instagram at hey_adante. Hit me up on my email address if you want to write me something. Okay? At Aaron, Aaron, Dante, Dante, at dpx4life.com. Okay? I'm offering that to you. There's just so many people around the world that just need someone to listen to them, someone to maybe identify that there's some issue that they're having. Family, go out there and talk to your family members. My son's friends, parents almost lost a son. And I'm so proud of my son that was there to save this boy's life. Family, you take care. Remember, it's about education. It's about caring. Poverty and mental health, they go right next to each other, just like peanut butter and jelly. Okay, family, you take care. I love you guys.